Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will be looking at the Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma, or commonly called the mini Monstera. And obviously no prizes for guessing which family this belongs to. It is an aroid and belongs to the same family as the Monstera deliciosa. I actually bought this plant thinking it was a deliciosa, and people corrected me on a video, and then I realized that there is a fledgling aroid loving community on social media, and the short video is for them and everyone. This is a native of some parts of Southeast Asia, and it is an excellent indoor plant. A lot of people get a little edgy when you call something an indoor plant, and I don't understand why. It is obvious that all plants in the wild grow outdoors, but since there are specific plants that thrive indoors, why not call them exactly that? But to each their own. The mini Monstera has a more controlled tear compared to the Monstera deliciosa, which has rib-like tear in its leaves. Like most aroids, they have adventitious roots which is used to grow on a support. As of now, I like this compact and controlled look in my mini mo. So if the stems grow tall, I will be cutting it off. So let's look at some mini Monstera growing tips. Sunlight. Since the plant is found under the canopies of trees in the rainforest, you must understand that this plant does not like the full sun and must be kept under part sun conditions. So your home is an ideal place to grow this plant. If you have an unobstructed south, west or east location, then you can easily grow it there. This likes bright sunlight, so keeping this in a dark corner of your home won't work. And also too much sunlight will bleach the plant, and that's what you see here. But if you like this color, then expose it to bright sunlight, probably the west or south. And if you like the more dark green color, then an east location would do. If you notice the leaves are burning when indoors, that means you need to keep it away from the window or use a sheer curtain to reduce the intensity of the sunlight. By the way, mine is in a southwest unobstructed location. Watering. Now this plant loves being watered every day if kept outdoors in the balcony. But when indoors, take care of the watering and don't overwater as usual. Make sure you give this few days of drying until you water it again. When you water, make sure you drench the soil completely with water rather than just spraying or adding trickles of water into the soil. But the best determining tool you have naturally are your fingers. Poke the soil and see if it is bone dry, then water the plant. This is not a drought-tolerant plant, so you can't go on long holidays and leave this plant high and dry. Fertilizing. You could just add properly decomposed compost into the soil once every 3 months, or use 5 drops of seaweed fertilizer in a liter of water and add it into the soil once every 3 or 4 months. Pest control. Common pests on this plant include these mealy bugs, spider mites, etc. If you see your leaves have spots and discoloration, then assume that it is a spider mite infestation. Mealy bugs can suck the juice out of your plant, and aphids are not a big problem on aroids as far as I know. So use neem oil pesticide thrice a week until you see the pest infestation has reduced. You can watch my neem oil regimen video above. Potting mix. Now I have repotted the shop-bought plant into this terracotta planter. As usual, add a drainage material to close the hole, and I'm adding 50% sand and compost each. If you have cocoa chips, you can add that as well. Add the plant and backfill, and you can mulch it with some more compost. And to make it a little more fancy to look at, I'm adding this crushed gravel you get in your aquarium shops. I don't prefer adding pebbles because they over time sink into the soil, and I'm not very fond of that anymore. This you can keep replenishing once in a while, and your finger test is more easier with this. The plant likes humidity, so once in a while you could spray its leaves like this, and that would also in turn remove all the dust that accumulates on the leaf surface. If you have a bright southwest bathroom window, then this plant will jump for joy, literally. Propagation is very easy. Just take a cutting with this adventitious root and add it in water or soil, and you will get a new mini mo. So, folks, bring this plant home if you want a more compact and tiny plant compared to the more monstrous Deliciosa. So, with this, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and I really hope you've enjoyed this particular program. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.